Alright guys, what's up? Team 3D Math. Check out the other videos before you watch this one. And this is a more complicated factoring problem that most people run into. I even had problems with this myself a few years back. First thing you want to do is you want to look at this x minus 1 here as just one variable. So what I'll do is I'll substitute that. I will say let x minus 1, because you see it here and here, be, or I'll say equal, we'll call it I don't know, pick a letter. We'll just say it's a B, right? We'll call it B. So everywhere you see x minus 1, you're gonna put a B, and when you're done factoring, you're gonna go back and resubstitute the B into x minus 1. So let x minus 1 equal B. So now you're gonna rewrite this as 2 to B squared, right? Because x minus 1 is now B. This is just to make things easier. 2 to B squared minus 9. X minus 1 is now B, so 9B minus 5. And you're just gonna factor that as a regular polynomial. So what you're gonna do is first you're gonna look for, that's a B, hope it doesn't look like a 6 to you guys. First you're gonna look for a greatest common factor. You can't pull any number out of a 2, a 9, and a 5 because it simply don't. 9 simply goes into 3 and 3 and 9 and 1. 5 is 5 and 1, so no. So the next step is you're just gonna factor using the method that I mentioned in the other videos. That's the way I like doing it. Like I said, there's different ways of doing it. Find whichever one works for you. I like doing trial and error better because it's more fun and I don't have to worry about doing everything in my mind. So I'm going to look for what goes into 2b squared. What two numbers I'm going to put here multiply to 2b squared. So you have 2b times 1b, right? Simple. 2b times 1b gives you 2b squared. So 1b is really b. I'm going to erase that. Next, you want to find out what two numbers multiply into 5. Forget about the negative. Like I said, we'll come back to that later when we're working in this region. What multiplies into 5? 5 and 1. So we're going to try with 5 here and 1 here. And if this whole thing doesn't work out, then we'll just try a 1 here and a 5 here. So first we have a 5 and 1. Next thing we're missing is the signs. What sign is going to go here and what sign is going to go here? It's pretty simple. First we're going to multiply these two numbers. 5 times b gives you 5b. Then these two numbers, 2b times 1 gives you 2b. Now, is there a way to add or subtract or do whatever addition or subtraction wise to those two numbers to give you a negative 9b? That's completely impossible. So these two numbers will not work. So we try to switch the numbers around. Instead of a 5 and a 1, we're going to try a 1 and a 5 and see how that goes. 1 times 1b gives you a 1b. 2b times 5 gives you a 10b. Is there a way to get a negative 9b from these two numbers? Obviously, yeah. You need a negative 10 and a positive 1, and that would give you a negative 9b. So, let's double check. Negative 10 plus 1 gives you negative 9, which is here. It's good. So now you need to know what sign is going to go here and here. Well, you have a positive 1b here. What sign needs to be here so that when 1 times b will give you a positive 1? Obviously a positive, because positive 1 times b gives you positive 1b. If you put a negative here, you get negative 1 times b. You get a negative 1b, which is not the case. You want a positive. So we know a positive is going to go here. Here you want a negative 10b. So 2b times what sign of 5 will give you a negative 10b? 2b times negative 5, negative 10b. And there goes your answer. So the final result would be 2b plus 1 times b minus 5. But you must remember we let b equal x plus 1. So now it's time to substitute that back into x plus 1. I'm going to try to do it up here. So instead of 2b, what are we going to write? We're going to write 2x plus 1, right? Plus, well, it's actually x minus 1. I'm sorry. B is x minus 1. So 2x minus 1 plus 1, right? And then you over here, you're going to have b minus 5, which is really x minus 1 because b is x minus 1 minus 5. These are going to cancel out. Negative 1 and positive 1 are going to cancel out. So you're just going to be left with 2x. You're not multiplying this. Remember, if you multiply, you get a completely different answer. You're just combining like terms. Over here, that gives you a 2x because these cancel out. And this one, minus 1 and minus 5 gives you a minus 6, so you would get x minus 6. You're combining like terms, you're not multiplying. And that should be your final answer. 2x, x minus 6. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys couldn't see. Alright.